Hello everyone. Economic reform. On becoming Prime Minister, Narasimha Rao inducted Manmohan Singh, a non-political economist who was at the time chairman of the University Grants Commission, into his cabinet as finance minister. He backed his finance minister in all the steps he took and took a few on his own as industries minister. He also managed the reactions, especially within the Congress party, which were not initially in favor of reform when socialism had been the basic approach under Nehru and Indira Gandhi. The economy of India was in shambles. Besides the precarious balance of payment situation, domestic scene was not good with high inflation. When Rao became prime minister, the Soviet economic model was discredited. China under Deng Xiaoping had undertaken market-oriented reforms. Narasimha Rao also opted for market reforms, but not the free market type. He opted for the middle path. He focused on reforms that would produce the least pain to the masses in general, even while producing high growth rates. The government approach was not radically reformist. There was to be no bank privatization or staff reforms, nor would there be no opening up of the farm sector. The economic policy of 1991 aimed at correcting the weaknesses on the fiscal and balance of payments fronts to stabilize the economy. On the structural reform side, the policy sought to remove the rigidities that infested the various sectors of the economy. An effort was to be made to control inflation and release industries from unnecessary controls and regulations so that the hurdles in the way of growth would be removed. The fundamentals of the new economic model were to be liberalization, privatization, and globalization. The rupee was devalued. Manmohan Singh explained that this would help export. The budget took a bold step of correcting fiscal imbalance by reducing the fiscal deficit. Singh initiated the gradual reduction of import duties, income tax, and corporate tax. The finance minister, with the support of his prime minister, specifically targeted the highly restrictive trade and industrial policies. The quotas on the imports of most machinery and equipment and manufactured intermediate goods were removed. There was a rationalization of the tariff structure and reduction in custom duties, especially on capital goods. Imports of technology were freed. The industrial policy of 1991 was revolutionary for the times. Significantly, Narasimha Rao himself held the industry's portfolio. The industrial licensing system was made applicable to a much shortened list of environmentally sensitive or security-related industries. The MRTP Act was modified to remove sections that restricted growth or prevented merger of large business houses. The industries reserved for the public sector was drastically reduced. The public sector was also granted more autonomy. Private investment was made welcome in the infrastructural sector. The restrictions on foreign ownership were liberalized. Foreign investment was gradually liberalized. The service sector was also liberalized, with private sector allowed to invest in insurance, banking, telecom, and air travel sectors. The Rao government abolished the Controller of Capital Issues, which governed capital issues in India, introduced the SEBI Act of 1992 and the Security Laws Amendment to regulate all security market intermediaries, and started the National Stock Exchange as a computer-based trading system. The system may not have been fully reformed because of bureaucratic controls. It still took much more time to start a business in India when compared to China or Malaysia. Labor laws were not reformed, and the process of exit for losing enterprises continued to be difficult. Like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. Bye.